But head coach Kevin Stefanski effed up again. Shedeur Sanders should have gotten the game ball. You got to pump confidence into your young QB or not? I just don't think. Look, my favorite coach that's active right now is Jim Harbaugh. There's not a chance in hell that whether it was Alex Smith, whoever, Justin.
You won't believe this actually happened. A rookie gets his first win, the crowd is buzzing, the cameras are rolling, and the game ball goes missing as it fell into the Bermuda Triangle. Now the head coach is finally talking. What really happened to Shedeur Sanders' moment? Stick around.
Now, we all seen what was displayed over the weekend when Shedeur Sanders went up to Las Vegas, got out of that city with the dub. At the conclusion of the game, we seen Kevin Stefanski hold the game ball in the air. And he pretty much said, well, you know what, Myles Garrett, this is for you. That is exactly what he did. Now, despite Shedeur Sanders being a rookie, despite Shedeur Sanders going up against all of the obstacles that he faced, because he damn sure faced a lot, Kevin Stefanski.
Las Vegas lights, road pressure, rookie nerves, and somehow Shedeur Sanders walks out with his very first NFL win, like he just robbed a casino using nothing but pocket presence and clean mechanics.
The game you go into it, trying to just highlight guys. Miles got a game ball, but probably pretty worthy. But you're just constantly trying to recognize your guys. We spent time this morning as well, pointing out all of our guys and the jobs they did. Point out Gage having a big punt return, which was huge for our team. Your D-line doesn't get 10 sacks unless the coverage is really good. Obviously, a rookie starting his first game on the road, getting a win is huge. So you acknowledge all that with your team.
The crowd is buzzing, teammates are celebrating, cameras are ready for the feel-good moment, and then the game ball takes a sharp left turn straight into someone else's arms. Not the quarterback who just survived football baptism by fire. Nope. The souvenir of the night goes elsewhere, and instantly the internet smells blood in the water.
Let's talk about the Browns. Kevin Stefanski why do you do that? Why do you just come out and say, hey, this is cool?
I'm out.
I'll tell you why.
Why don't you just say this cool? Is this first rookie since when to win their
1995 to win their debut for the Browns.
And I know he didn't go for 300 or whatever, and stats are tough. We're trying to find, it's hard to find all that. But still, at quarterback, the position, the vibe, to win a game like that, especially for Cleveland. Now, granted, he's saying a lot of things that people are like, relax. Okay, you need to write. But that's not Shedeur. That is not what Shedeur is.
Because let's be real, this wasn't just any win. This was a rookie stepping into enemy territory, dodging chaos, surviving pass rushes, protecting the ball as it owed him money, and coming out the other side with a victory.
Refuse to give the game ball to Shedeur Sanders. Now, many people like myself, Shannon Sharp, and other people in the media quickly, swiftly, in a hurry said something. Now, I'm here to tell you, Kevin Stefanski responded, and he responded to not giving Shedeur Sanders the game ball, and he also had a lot of stuff to say, but let's react to this. Mary Kay caught this little snippet.
That's usually the script for the ceremonial football parade. Instead, Shedeur watched the ball get lifted for someone else while the crowd collectively squinted at their screens, wondering if the cameras had accidentally zoomed in on the wrong hero. And to be fair, the defensive monster who received it absolutely wrecked the shot.
That man couldn't flip Shedeur football, Ocho.
You know the man wasn't flipping him no football, you know the man. That is not the individual that they want at the helm. They made that clear a long time ago. The game that they've been playing in training camp, him not getting reps, we understand that. So therefore, you actually wanting him to give him credit after the game, that ain't happening. So to me, it's not surprising to me.
Ocho, you and I have both been in situation. And Chadley, I know y'all probably the last guy that y'all want to hear dating advice from, but we've all had the young lady. Ocho.
5 sacks is the kind of stat line that breaks keyboards. That's not just domination, that's eviction notice energy. The move made perfect football sense. The problem is that the moment didn't live in football logic, it lived in storytelling logic. And in that movie, the rookie quarterback always gets at least one shiny object before the credits roll. The backlash arrived faster than a Vegas buffet after midnight. Fans, analysts, armchair psychologists, and professional outrage specialists all fired at once.
Which could be exactly what what Cleveland Browns need, which is actually what he said in his pregame interview. Before his first start, he's getting interviewed. Okay, I don't even know how that would happen. A 5th-round pick, a fresh rookie quarterback. Right before his first ever start, he's getting a pregame interview. I don't know if that's ever happened for anybody ever before or would ever happen again. And she goes, what are you trying to prove or show here to your fans, your team, and everything? I'm who they've been waiting for, or something like that. It's what a fucking bar right there right before you go out there. Now, I'm not saying they're going to go undefeated with him. I'm not saying they're going to win next week. What I am saying, though, is felt like Stefanski just – there wasn't a single moment of like, that was a good moment for our team.
Whatever the label, the noise didn't stop until the coach finally stepped out to explain himself. That's when the clarification tour began. Suddenly, it wasn't about one player. It was about everyone. About recognizing effort across the board. About unsung heroes. About coverage, blocking, returns, teamwork, unity, and togetherness. The team version of a group project where everyone gets an A, even though one person did 90% of the work.
Browns beat the Las Vegas Raiders by the score of 24-10. Shedeur Sanders became the 42nd quarterback to start a game for the Browns since they came back into the league in 1999. He also became the first Browns quarterback to win his first career start in the NFL since Eric Zier did it back in 1995. The victory ended a 17-game losing streak for Browns in games in which the quarterback was making their first career start. That was the longest streak by any franchise since 1950. When
Shedeur's performance was acknowledged, praised, admired, highlighted, just not rewarded with the symbolic object everyone was arguing about. The funniest part is how quietly elite the rookie's performance actually was. 1 sack, ball security locked down, pocket movement is smooth, decision-making is controlled. For a first-road start, that's not survival, that's surgical. He didn't just avoid damage, he managed the game like a veteran accountant auditing chaos.
For all the people that hate Kevin Stefanski, and I don't hate him, but I would move on. But for a lot of the Shedeur fans hate Kevin Stefanski. The reality is Shedeur, if he has a chance to stay, probably has a better chance with Stefanski, because the odds are that the next coach of this team is not going to want to put up with all the drama surrounding Shedeur Sanders, even though 99% of it's not his fault. Most coaches don't want to have that stuff.
But in the middle of the celebration, the story flipped from breakout performance to trophy denial in under 5 seconds. Now here's where the deeper layer creeps in. This wasn't just about football. This was about hierarchy, about veterans being the gatekeepers of special moments, about sending the message that nothing comes easy in this league, not even validation. Some call it discipline, others call it unnecessary theater.
Make it easy on yourself. Give the kid some love. Hey, Shedeur, you're a guy going forward. The rest of the team can rally around that. Those guys in that locker room, they'll sniff that out. Myles Garrett's saying, this kid went out, made those throws. We dominated on defense. We got some juice, and you're not going to commit to him?
He did commit to him because he's named the starter for this weekend. Do you think Shedeur is going to be the franchise quarterback for the Browns?
I don't think Stefanski committed.
Right.
I think Jimmy Haslam called Stefanski and said, I'm sorry, no.
Put that out there right now.
Right, Jimmy Haslam knows they are back in business.
Either way, Shedeur just learned the most NFL lesson possible. You can win the game and still lose the souvenir. Meanwhile, that game ball instantly turned into the most famous piece of leather since Tom Brady misplaced one. It became a symbol of everything at once: motivation, controversy, tradition, awkwardness, and possibly the most passive-aggressive coaching lesson of the season.
This game sets up as the ultimate opportunity, but I think the Browns know that too. And so I don't know if this is a hot take, but there's a part of me that feels like Shedeur is playing for his ability to start the final 4 games on Sunday. And if he had a bad game or a step back or however you want to quantify it, if the Browns deem it not good enough, it wouldn't surprise me if it was somebody else starting the next week after that.
All right, who are we going to if that's the case then? Are we going to Dylan? Are we going to Deshaun? Or are we going to Bailey Zappi?
No earthly idea.
Okay, yeah.
And the wild part is, Shedeur didn't say a word. No meltdown, no reaction tour, just quiet work, quiet confidence, and a fan base that somehow got louder for him because of it, which might be the real twist here. Because nothing fuels a young quarterback like feeling overlooked. That tiny sting becomes jet fuel. Every snap from here on out is now wearing a little extra attitude. Every throw carries silent commentary. The crowd already knows it. The locker room definitely knows it. Even the ball probably knows it.
I totally agree with you. And if Shedeur doesn't make some of those big-time throws and Stefanski's gone, there's a good chance he'll be gone too, because the new coach, he's going to have known what happened this year in Cleveland and the questions that were asked every single week and the amount of stress that it puts on a coaching staff and a locker room and a quarterback room. And it has nothing to do with Shedeur as a person. It just is, the situation is what it is.
And now the coach has spoken, the reasoning is public, and the controversy technically has a bow on it. But the internet doesn't really do closure. It does memory. And this moment just stored itself in the long-term folder labeled motivation. So does this moment turn into Shedeur's biggest motivation yet, or just another forgotten controversy? Drop your take in the comments. Hit like if you're riding with him, and subscribe for the wild updates next.